So today's video is going to be about ASAP Rocky, and there's so many characters involved with this situation. I've been doing so much research on this, so I have a lot of stuff to get into. But before I break that down, I just want to explain to you guys about Travis Scott, right? So I made a video 2 months ago about how Patrick Beverly is Travis Scott, and I just wanted to explain this because I know there's going to be some people who think he's ASAP Rocky. I've gotten a lot of DMs and comments about people who think Travis Scott is ASAP Rocky. But if you really look into it, they actually don't look anything alike. So here's a side to side of them, and they actually don't look alike. Most people think they look alike because they have braids. But if you actually look at their face, they look nothing alike. And they even have some pictures together where they look nothing alike. So I just wanted to point that out because I know some people are going to mention it. And there is more characters involved with this Travis Scott situation. So I will be making a part 2 on Travis Scott. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that up before anybody comments about it. Alright, so now let's get into Denzel Washington because as you guys can see by the title, Denzel Washington is ASAP Rocky. And here's a tweet that says, ASAP Rocky and Denzel Washington look smack alike. Come on, guys. And this tweet got 128 likes and 63 retweets. And here's the side to side, and they look so much alike right here. At first you might not see it, but if you really pay attention, you can clearly see that they have the same exact eyes. If you look at this right eye, you see how it goes down a bit. And then you look at ASAP Rocky's right eye and it goes down a bit too. So they have the same eyes, the same smile. And also they're both actors. Denzel Washington is a huge actor. And ASAP Rocky was an actor in a movie too. I'm not sure if he did any more movies after that, but he was in a movie before. Alright, so this person said, I can't believe nobody brought this to my attention earlier. I just discovered Denzel Washington and ASAP Rocky looked identical. So here is kid pictures of Denzel Washington and ASAP Rocky, and they look exactly the same. There's only a couple of differences between them. And this person said, younger versions of ASAP Rocky and Denzel Washington looked alike, and they looked so much alike when they were kids. One throw off with this is that Denzel Washington is older, so don't let that throw you off because nowadays he looks older. But if you really look at the kid pictures of him, he looks exactly like ASAP Rocky. And it's weird because this picture of ASAP Rocky looks so CGI. One thing I've noticed is a lot of their kid pictures are CGI'd. It looks like they got a picture of ASAP Rocky right now, and they photoshopped it on top of this kid. And it's obvious because nobody actually looks like this. If you notice, a lot of these kid pictures, they look exactly the same as how they look now when they're older. And regular people don't actually age like that. It's like they never age. And I'll get to that later because Denzel Washington does have an Immortal character. But I have another character that I want to explain before I get into that. And here's a comparison again. And this person said Denzel Washington equals ASAP Rocky. And he got 520 likes. And this guy said, I just noticed young Denzel Washington and ASAP Rocky look alike. And they got 29 likes. This person said ASAP Rocky low-key looks like Denzel Washington. And then here's another comparison. I like what this guy said. He straight up said Denzel Washington and ASAP Rocky are the same person. And then this person said Denzel Washington and ASAP Rocky as kids look like twins. ASAP Rocky and Denzel Washington really share the same face. Alright, so now I want to get into this other character. And his name is John Boyega, right? So this girl said Denzel Washington, John Boyega, and ASAP Rocky all look alike. So John Boyega is an African actor, I believe. And he looks exactly like Denzel Washington. And the weird thing about this character is that he looks like a mix of ASAP Rocky and Denzel Washington. So all three of these are main characters that Denzel Washington has. And a connection with Denzel and John Boyega is Denzel equals 24 in the reverse full reduction cipher. And John Boyega equals 42. So if you reverse the 24, you get 42. And then something I wanted to mention is Rakim is ASAP Rocky's real name, right? And I've made a video about Rakim the rapper before. Make sure you guys go check that out. I'll put a link in the description and at the end of the video so you guys can watch that. That's a really good video, by the way. But in that video, I mentioned that Rakim equals 83 and 38. And murder equals 83 and 38 in the same exact ciphers. So there's a good chance that the rapper Rakim will fake his death. And the same thing with ASAP Rocky, because his real name is Rakim and it equals 38 and 83. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone around ASAP Rocky dies, or if ASAP Rocky dies pretty soon. But if he does fake his death, it's going to be years from now, because right now they're pushing a big agenda with him. So apparently him and Rihanna have a baby, and none of these celebrities actually have real babies because they're not regular people. And the baby celebrities are actually fake as well. Me and Divine Sade are going to be exposing them on Patreon because YouTube doesn't allow people to talk about kids. One thing I want to point out with this picture right here is there's a lot of pink, white, and blue going on. So if you look at Rihanna, she's wearing pink, and then ASAP Rocky is wearing white and blue, and even her pants are blue. So there's a lot of pink, white, and blue going on right here, and I've said this multiple times that pink, white, and blue stands for the T flag. So they're putting it right in our face that they're inverts. So they can't actually have regular babies. And also, Divine Sade made a good video exposing Rihanna, so make sure you guys go check that out. I'll put a link to her channel in the description below. Anyways, some more feminine things with ASAP Rocky. Not only does he always have pink, white, and blue symbolism, but he has a lot of pictures where he looks like a female and he's doing a lot of feminine things. So right here, he looks like a female. It's clear that he's inverted. Him, Denzel Washington, and all the other characters, they're all inverts. And they made it very obvious with ASAP Rocky. Right here, he looks very feminine again. And right here, there's a guy on top of him, and it looks like they're going to kiss. And then here he is with long hair again, very feminine. And here's a picture of him in a hot tub with a bunch of guys. And this is very, very sus right here. No regular straight guy would be in a hot tub with a bunch of naked guys. So nobody should be defending this person in the comments, because this is clearly not a straight guy. And anybody who defends these weirdos is a weirdo. Because if you defend this shit right here, you gotta be a weirdo. I would never do some shit like that. I just wanted to explain that because there's a lot of weird people that defend these celebrities so much in my comments. And it's time that you guys detach from these celebrities, That's the point of my videos, because this stuff right here is not right. But anyway, something else I want to mention is that ASAP Rocky calls himself pretty, and no regular guy calls himself pretty, so that's how you know he's a female.
Who are you?
Man, I be that pretty motherfucker, man.
ASAP?
Yes, sir.
Rocky?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, ASAP.
Thank you, sir.
And right there, he looks a lot like Denzel Washington. Alright, so now I want to get into more of Denzel Washington's characters. So by first glance, you might think this is Denzel Washington, but this is actually Julius Irving. And he's an older character than Denzel Washington. And he was a basketball player. And here we got Denzel Washington and Julius Irving. They look so much alike. It's so obvious that this is him. And he even has a movie called He Got Game, and it's about basketball. So this one is very easy to believe. Julius Irving is Denzel Washington's older character. And this guy said Denzel Washington in He Got Game and Julius Irving are the same person. So that one was very easy to see. And the next character that we got is Dennis Haysbert. And most people know him for being the Allstate guy in the commercials. So this is clearly another one of Denzel Washington's characters. This is 3 pictures of Denzel and 3 pictures of Dennis. And you can't even tell them apart in most of these pictures. And here we got them again. So that's an obvious one. And now I want to get deeper into Denzel Washington, because he's another immortal character, just like the rest of them. And his immortal character is Booker T. Washington. And the mockery with that is they both have the last name Washington. So it's crazy that they put it right in our face. And a lot of people learn about him in history. So this goes to show that a lot of history is fake and scripted. And even people back then were actors, and they have characters nowadays. I have so many videos explaining how they're immortal. And Divine Sade does as well. Alright, so this person said, why hasn't Denzel Washington played Booker T. Washington yet? Someone write that movie. And here's a good comparison that they made. And by the way, there's hundreds of tweets about all of these characters that I'm mentioning, but I just want to show some of them because I don't want to make this video too long. So this person said they look alike, and they have another comparison right here. And this guy said, Denzel Washington and Booker T. Washington are the same people. Changed my mind. So I like when people say that because they know what's going on here. You know, they're not just saying they're related. They're saying they're the same person. Because that's what you guys have to realize. It's not that these people are related. You know, they just have multiple characters throughout the centuries. And they're deceiving us with all of them because this is clearly Denzel Washington. You know, if you really look at this, you will clearly see Denzel Washington and the Allstate guy and all the other characters. So I wanted to go deep with this video because Denzel Washington has so many characters, and I wanted to make sure I showed you guys all of them. You know, and this is a very important one because this guy is very, very old. But yeah, that's very crazy that Denzel Washington has that old ass character. And now I want to get back into ASAP Rocky because there's some other characters that I want to mention. You know, I'm not 100% sure if these are also other characters because the media did promote these a lot, and I don't trust anything that the media promotes. You know, I'm pretty sure 99% of you guys have seen the comparisons of Chad Ochocinco and ASAP Rocky, but I bet none of you guys have seen the comparisons of Denzel Washington and ASAP Rocky. So that's how I know that the Denzel Washington one is right. You know, besides them looking exactly alike, but I noticed that the media tries to push out certain ones so that we don't actually go deeper with it. But anyways, I did want to mention this one because they do look alike. You know, even though I don't believe anything that the media pushes, but these do look alike. So these could be other characters. You know, right here they put ASAP Rocky's face over Chad Ochocinco and Chad's face over ASAP Rocky. And they look so much alike. So let me know what you guys think about this one. You know, once again, I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe the Denzel Washington and ASAP Rocky thing for sure. But this could be another one of his characters too, so I did want to mention this. And there's even a Reddit where this person said, are ASAP Rocky and Chad Ochocinco the same person? And a connection with this is ASAP Rocky uses Spanish words sometimes, so this song is called Pretty Flaco, and Flaco is a Spanish word, and Chad Ochocinco's name has Spanish words in it. You know, Ocho Cinco is Spanish for 8'5", and this person said Chad Ochocinco looking like a bald ASAP Rocky. And here you got Chad Ochocinco, and when you put a hat on him, he looks a lot like ASAP Rocky. And this person said Chad Johnson is ASAP Rocky is Chad Johnson. And then something weird with this is Chad Ochocinco tweeted and he said, gotta find ASAP Rocky while I'm in New York. I know we're related, just don't know what side of the family he's on. And of course he does damage control to just say that they're related, but we've never actually seen them together. And it's weird that he said he doesn't know what side of the family he's on. You know, if you're related to somebody, you should know what side of the family they're on. Alright, so another character I want to show is CJ So Cool. I'm not sure if he's an ASAP Rocky character, but he does kind of look like him. So that's another person that I didn't want to mention. You know, they kind of do look alike, but once again, I'm not 100% sure. And another possible character is Drogba. He was a really good soccer player, and he looks a lot like ASAP Rocky as well. But the media did push this one out a lot too, so I don't really believe this one. And another potential character involved with this is Ali Capone, because he also does look like ASAP Rocky. He was a death faker from Chicago, and right here he really looks like him. So once again, I'm not 100% sure about these, but they are worth mentioning because they do look like ASAP Rocky. And a connection with this is Lil Yachty said that he knew Ali Capone. Lil Boat revealed he knew slain Chicago rapper Ali Capone. A fan asked Yachty, you knew Ali Capone? And he said yes. And the connection with that is ASAP Rocky and Lil Yachty have a lot of pictures together. So Lil Yachty knew ASAP Rocky, and apparently he knew Ali Capone as well. So once again, I'm not 100% sure about this Ali Capone one, or the Drogba one, or the CJ So Cool. But I did want to mention these because they are potential characters. And Chad Johnson could be a throw off that the media did to throw us off with ASAP Rocky. But they do resemble each other a lot, so it is possible that this is another Denzel Washington character. You know, Denzel Washington is a good actor, so he has a lot of different characters. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if these are all his characters. But yeah, that's the main one that I wanted to get into with this video, is the Denzel Washington and ASAP Rocky, because this is clearly Denzel Washington's other character, and this is his main character. You know, ASAP Rocky is very big right now, and Denzel Washington was in so many movies, everybody knows about him. So they just keep recycling these same characters, and we keep believing that it's different people, but it's actually not. And something else that I did want to point out that I just remembered right now, Denzel Washington is from New York, and ASAP Rocky is also from New York. So that's another major connection between them. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.